Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Got a new one for you. It's a Kastle Paragon 107. This ski picks up where the FX 106 left off in terms of being a wider all-mountain / freeride ski with a whole lot of power and stability. This was one of the most surprising new skis I've gotten on this year, and certainly one that I didn't want to give back. At 107, this is the widest of the Paragon series. We get a 93 and a 101. I like the 93 for its quick turning ability, its mogul capacity, kind of its Vermont versatility. Probably that's the most useful ski, but this one was the coolest, mostly because it has a slightly longer turn radius, more material for more stability, and what I found was that it just excelled in long, fast turns, and the wider the better. We're not known for having super wide terrain around here in Vermont, but we do have some open spaces and some longer trails, and I just found that it couldn't get wide enough and the trails couldn't get long enough. This Paragon 107 likes room to run for sure. So you get it in that type of environment and you will feel just an incredible amount of stability and confidence. I think the fastest I skied this year was on this Paragon 107 and just had an absolute blast. So new construction going into this ski kind of fits along with the ZX line in terms of overall footprint. So this is basically a ZX 108 with a burlier wood core and 2 sheets of metal. That's kind of the easiest way to explain it. But the way they go about getting that core is a little bit more sophisticated. So Infinicore is the new technology here. Poplar and beech stringers that run through the central spine of the ski, giving it a very strong backbone. That's one of the things you can definitely feel, especially when you're arcing longer radius turns at speed. You feel the density and stability of those beech stringers. Kastle has always done a great job using very thin stringers. So ZX, they use wider stringers, more of a macro block, and then back to thinner and more precise stringers in Paragon. And then we get more poplar and paulownia on the sides, and that's just increasing the mobility and the agility and kind of leading to the more freeride aspect, while the more directional all-mountain performance comes from the central portion of the ski. 2 sheets of metal top and bottom, that adds dampness, stability, and power. And when it's kind of spread out over this big footprint here, you definitely feel, you feel the heft on your feet, although the shape of the ski, like we've talked about with ZX for a while now, pretty peppy and energetic. So nice blend of those things. And then Holotech in the tips, by removing mass from the shovel of the ski, it is able to return to a flatter or normal state sooner, just reducing vibrations and keeping you a little bit more centered. But great new build here from Kastle with these Paragon 107s. And then, yeah, shape-wise, it's really similar to a ZX 108. And we've always talked about that ski as being one of the more drifty and smeary skis out there, especially ones that fall on the directional side of the spectrum. There are certainly skis in this 107, 108 range with more dramatic twin tips that are like super playful and creative. These are certainly more business-like, best when on the feet of advanced and expert skiers. In this 184, we're dealing with a 19.2 meter turn radius. So getting up there, still not terribly long. I think one of the reasons why it's so stable is because of that build, but then it does feel a little bit agile too. But there's still some flex to it. It's not an enormously stiff ski, but it does allow you to access that side cut. So you can open it up and make it turn if you want, but I had more fun just kind of letting it be where it wanted to be in terms of edge angles, and then it kind of gave me back what I put into it, which was really fun. But yeah, great shape here as well. Not a lot of camber underfoot. I think that kind of helps with the predictability in terms of varying turn shapes and styles. You're not pushing against the camber to get energy. It's built into the ski. And then like we see with the ZXs, good amount of tip rocker here. Starts down in, well down into the shape of the ski. And same thing for the taper. That widest part is brought into the ski. giving it a nice floaty personality, really great in the crud and chop. And then not a ton of tail rocker. Again, very much like a directional freeride ski slash wide all mountain. Definitely blurs that line. Not a ton of splay. We do get mild taper in the very tail of the ski, just to make it a little bit easier to turn in softer and deeper snow. But great option for high speed, wide open charging. I think as a result, it definitely has more of like that expert mentality to it. You know, an intermediate looking for a ski at this width would be better served on that ZX 108, while someone who likes to take an uptick in speed and aggressiveness will be a lot more comfortable on this Paragon 107. I know I really enjoyed my time on it. I bet you will too. So check these things out here at skiessentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.